Movie. This is Voice of My Baby, 104 FM.
Joseph Brother had a monthly allowance of $3,000 coming from me every month from the United States. Apart from all the other requests, this request for that, request for this, request for that, $3,000 that I got from donors. Never one day did I tell you what I money. I was raising that money from people Joseph Brother never had any relationship. I want to send us a I'm soliciting financial support for this old man because I want him to come back to Nigeria. President Tender said, I'm a man, so what do we allow to I get any money to help Joseph? I said, Senator, you're doing it for me. Rescue the country. They tell our point. That's this here. All you people who are supporting this book, you were just as critical of Jeremiah as you were of every lawmaker there is. Rescue the country. It can be tell our point. Not this here. All you people who are supporting this book, you were just as critical of Jeremiah as you were of every other corrupt lawmaker there is. For the Congo people, you better not vote for Joe. He hates you all with his. I don't know what Congo people did to this man. He went to speak every day, populated with Congo people back in the day when he went there. He hates Congo people in 2005, 2017. Helen wanted him to pick Charles Bromsky. He told me, can you imagine him to pick it up? I mean, he used to talk in a very he from the list of Congo people. I said to say, he didn't hear that I myself Congo, a miracle like your lineage. She wanted me to give power to Congo people. I'll go beat them. Ellen said, go and consider Finley. He said, no, really the Congo man, you hate Congo people with a passion. But yet, when Roberta and I, the Congo men were giving you the damn money, you were eating it. So Jeremiah, the man that you be talking about, behind the 80-year-old man whom I took to the hospital, paid his medical bill, and doctor said he needs a surgery. He's talking about he wants to take power, get him inaugurated, leave Coon in power, and then go to surgery. So Jeremiah Coon, the man that you be talking about, behind the 80-year-old man whom I took to the hospital. So Jeremiah Coon, the man that you be talking about, behind the 80-year-old man, 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 whom I took to the hospital, paid his medical bill, and doctor said he needs a surgery. He's talking about he wants to take power, get him inaugurated, leave Coon in power, and then go to do surgery on the God knows why he's going to return. Get him inaugurated, power, and then go to do surgery. And God knows whether he's going to return. 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 And the man wants to get money. And then the God will say, yeah, you should have a problem. Hallelujah. If you using us and will pay the for the government, now you're and you don't want to go. I will tell it. Go take it. Go. And the man wants to tell it. Wow, tell him I'm giving money to this. And then the country will say, yeah, you should not have a problem. Hallelujah. If you are using us and will pay the for the government, now you're and you don't want to go. I will tell it. Go take it. Go. Jeremiah Coon people talking about behind a sick 80-year-old man whom I took to the hospital, paying his medical bill, and doctor said he needs a surgery. And he's talking about he wants to take power, get him inaugurated, leave Coon in power, and then go to do surgery on a God will return, leave Coon in power, and then go to do surgery on a God will return, leave Coon in power, and then surgery on a God knows whether he's going to return. Leave Coon in power and then go do surgery on a God knows whether he's going to return. Man, are you talking about behind a 60-year-old man who go to the hospital, paid his medical bill, doctor said he needs surgery, and he's talking about he wants to take power, get inaugurated, leave going in power and do surgery. He's going to return. And the man CPP, and then the constant higher. Yes, you should not have no God. Amen. So, whatever party I will pay the government, your representative, and you won't carry it. I mean, our government. Should Jeremiah be the man that you be talking about behind a 80-year-old man whom I told to the hospital, paying his medical bill, and God said he needs a surgery? He's talking about he wants to take power, and another of it. He's going in power, and he's going to do surgery, and God knows why he's going to return, and another of it. He's going in power, and then go to do surgery, and God knows whether he's going to return, and another of it. He's going in power and then go to do surgery. Only God knows whether he's going to return. And another reason, he's going in power and then go to do surgery. Only God knows whether he's going to return. And another reason, he's going in power and then go to do surgery. Only God knows whether he's going to return. Nothing too much of that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
long time out your love, only miss you, and it's too hard to bear. What have you done to me? Waking up in the middle of the night without you, and it's so unfair. What thoughts turn me to you? Only my pillows. Sun, awake, morning, sun rises, but I'm alone. Hurts my soul. 1, 2, 3, 11, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And so we are people.
1, 2, 3, I love you.
Can be more excited than now.
7, 8, 9, I want you there.
What an afternoon. Not sunny, not raining, but in the middle. Just a great day in Liberia, Monrovia. We are transmitting from Capital Batters in Monrovia, 104.1, also 104. That's Voice of Liberia, 89.7, Kakata, Magibi County. Voice of Liberia, 90.7, Bon County. We cut across the country.
How great we used to be. And I firmly believe.
So let me say good afternoon. Thank you so very much that you placed us on your afternoon, Wednesday itinerary, midweek this day in Liberia. The show Bits and Pieces on Voice of Liberia 104.1.
I miss you. I want you back.
Another afternoon to talk about the issues as they unfold in mystery country called Liberia. The typical society called Liberia in which everything is upside down, yet they expect that you remain mute. My name is Sam Andrews. Edwin Dra is in, and from now until 5:50, we are in your company. Thank you for having us.
Every time no sleep without your love, I'm lonely. I miss you. It's too hard to bear. What have you done to me? I'm waking up in the middle of the night without you, and it's so unfair.
Okay, time is of the essence. Good afternoon again. Good day to you. have us on your itinerary. We appreciate it. It is a great day today. One, because we've got life. God hovers us throughout the day and night, and He has set us into another day to talk about His country that is strategically positioned by Him, blessed by Him, but cursed by very many of the people who are politicians, the leaders, not by us, but we are trying to erase the curse, and the curse will be erased. The second reason why today is a good day because one of us is celebrating her birthday, Samira Waller, is the co-host of the show. Good morning, Liberia, or Liberia. She celebrates her birthday today. It is a milestone. It is a day worth celebrating. If your birthday came and you can commemorate it, well, God, problem. You can celebrate it whichever way. You got the formula, but you have to come from in out to express your joy, your happiness, reaching that day. So we say bits and pieces. Congratulations. Thank God Almighty that Samira is celebrating the day. It's the day of football. She's on celebratory sabbatical. That's how they call it.
Yeah,
Yeah, oh, man. Celebrating. And that's one day after after the late jolly
yeah. I just went online. Yeah, I just went online and I saw the bank set. I
oh
didn't
yes, she
after we
it was a surprise.
had a look at together. I just saw online the bank going on all right in corridor.
Yeah, her
Remember?
sister came.
Yeah, it was
Mm,
so. So
yeah.
I'm sure the rest of the group gone down
Yeah,
somewhere.
that celebration. That celebration. Celebration could be a public one. It can be an extravagant one. It depends on the person, but it's good to commemorate it because it is a significant day in one's life.
Mhm.
Okay, so what we have on the next cash money giveaway? How many dollars coming up before we move to the acknowledgement?
Okay, so the cash giveaway that's on today, we're giving out 10,000 like $10. So today we're giving out 10,000. I mean, from that possibly you can put it today and win it back on Wednesday next week. So we're giving out motorbike next week Wednesday. So the code to play the motorbike or the code to play and win the 10,000 is star 799 star 15 hat. Okay, in blue, $300 and give yourself the 10,000. So today, because of the motorbike, it was 300. So Lami Bwaga was our first winner. He won the back and gone to community. I communicated with him the other time. He and one of the riders, he got more than one or two riders, one motorbike. Became all happy for the motorbike. He said they went somewhere. Ah, why come you tell with the motorbike? I said, oh, but they give you the motorbike so it can help you. Maybe you can put it on traffic or use it for private. You see the motorbike rider, the person riding him because he's a person we give it back to somebody and the person will give it back. I said, okay, no problem. So keep the entry to be a winner of the back of next week and keep the entry to be the winner of 10,000 Liberian dollars today. Play that star 799 star 15 hatch. Okay. Play with 300 Liberian dollars and win yourself 10,000 Liberian dollars. So keep the entry coming. As the entry comes through, then we will draw a winner. And the more you play, the more you stand the chance to win yourself the motorbike. So keep the entry that star 799 hatch, star 799 star 15 hatch. Okay, you can play with uh 300 Liberian dollars and win the motorbike. So it's quite interesting to know that you can win the motorbike or win 10,000.
So that's it. Continue to play, start playing. Now play within the show. You've got less than 2 hours. You've got less than 2 hours to win such a huge money with a possible win of the bike. You've got to play within the show. You're not playing out of the show because the cash money giveaway it's within the show. That's the idea. So you keep on listening. You have to follow the show. When Good Morning Liberia is on, you follow and you play with it before the show ends. If 10 persons win, those 10 persons' name will be announced, they will be called, and their money will be given to them. Bits and pieces, you have to play within it. The program is, or
Three,
the game is within the show. Don't go outside. Don't go outside. If you went outside, then you're not. That's why you people can encounter some problems. You say, "Oh, the people cheating you, you're winning, going get your money." No, listen carefully. Every time you hear you are within that show, Daniel Salif just left. You start playing with Daniel Salif show from 10 to 3 to 250, 250 at most 255. Beyond that, Daniel Salif is off. So if you play around there or beyond there, you
on your own.
you on your own. If you
From three,
play within the show,
from three.
you're playing within the show. As we have started now, you're playing within. So you got to be listening to the show. You have to put your radio on to be listening. Once you play, if you play Voice of Liberia, then it means you compelled to listen to Voice of Liberia because there where your money will be announced. If you play within Good Morning Liberia, you compelled to listen to Good Morning Liberia because there where your money will be announced. If you play in bits and pieces, you have to keep on listening because from there your money will be announced. Anything beyond there, don't blame, don't blame us.
Yeah,
That's how it looks. Simple formula.
yeah.
Okay.
So keep the entry through that star 799 star 15 hatch. Okay, and play with 200 LD and win the 10,000, or you win, you stand the chance of being the rack of the motorbike for next week. So the play you play today can also make you win money, it can also make you win the motorbike next week.
So
So
let's
keep the
get
entry that star 799 star 15 hatch. Okay, you can play with 300 and win the 10,000.
let's get to the acknowledgement as quickly as we can. Emmanuel B. Mason, you come on from Sweden. You are following from that part of the world. That's good. G. Amos Gumen, you've come on from Swakoko District 5, Bon County. Moses Lake, you're following from Kakata. Emmanuel Ondele, you've come on from Gapulu County. Salawat Kosia, you are following from your comfort zone, Gardnersville, New Georgia State. Frank Nangbe, you are following from your residence, you said Cambodia. Yes, Cambodia. Alhaji Fofana, you are following from Istanbul, your community central Mantadi, Richie N. Flomo. You are following from Buchanan City, Grand Bassa County. It's People's Choice, and you've come on from New Georgia, Caldwell, your residence. Chick Adam, you come on from Old Road. You said behind your money exchange box, or you are sitting behind your money exchange box following the show. Thank you very much. Jackson C. Pony Jr. of Iron Factory, you've come on, Block C community member of Block Titan. Good to have you on, Jackson C. Pony. Emmanuel P. Nafikbe, you following from Minnesota, the United States of America. Mark James, you come on from Ganta City, Nima County. Lasana Fanta Roma, you've following from your office. Reform Youth of Liberia. Elton Kokoyu, you come on from Cedars Farm, Bon County. Mary Johnson, you are following from Atlanta, Georgia. James uh, Liebog, you've come on from West Point. You said AKA Key. Yeah, that's how you people call it, AKA Key. Abdullah Dole, you're following from Zozo City, Lofa County, Chitikule woman. You've come on from Johnsonville. You Yes, we are good. We are good. We haven't seen you for some time, but it's good to have you on. Mohammed J. Sharif, you are following from Mamadi Diakete Intellectual Forum in Jacobtown, St. Francis. That's good. Alfonso, Alfonso Tibet Bele, you come on from Iowa. That's Mones, that's the United States of America. Emmanuel Yensua, you're following from Caldwell, James Up Block E, James Colley, Golakpai. You've come on from, you said, Liberia, Feed Yourself Agriculture Initiative, head office in Salaye, Lofa County. All right. Who else have just come on? Duarte, you've come on from the United States of America, Minnesota. Also, Yumotro Kringa, you come on too from the same city. You call that place the Twin Cities of Minnesota. James S. Moliba, you come on from Topo Village. You say thanks for the update. Yes. And who else? Stephen Coker, you two come on from Minnesota, where you guys are following. We're acknowledged as you come on. Thank you so very much. We appreciate it. So we got few things on our plate this afternoon to talk about, and then we are out. We find ourselves in a country in which the issues are not only unfolding, but they are confusing, and we'll have to we have to do the best we can. It's an obligation, it's not a choice to make the country better. But in the midst of that, we have to say it the hard way. It hurts, but it saves for the better. Like the people will always say, truth hurts, but the truth saves. It puts you on a very good track. So we start with what unfolded today at the University of Liberia, then we'll move into the airport. That airport is not one that a sovereign country, a country that is about to celebrate 176 years, should have. Moreover, it seems the president is not too comfortable with his information minister and his press secretary, especially the press secretary. And then the other issues we will talk about. So I told you a couple of weeks ago that Liberia's problem, or the University of Liberia problem, is not the changing of president. Administrations in the past have done this throughout their regime, but they have not gone to the crux of the problem. There hasn't been a solution to the problem. One president is changed to another, and some people are excited, or the suggestion will go to the president. Mr. President, we need to bring on this person. You need to take this person from there. As visitor to the University of Liberia, you have to bring on this person. And I think, Mr. President, if you took this person from there and bring this person has the idea, you've been there for XYZ years, and so he knows much about the university. Given that every president that comes to power is green to the university situation, so he or she relies heavily on the pieces of advice from the advisors. And then the next thing you hear, the president has appointed the president of Liberia has appointed new president to the University of Liberia. The president has relieved this person from his position as president of the University of Liberia and appointed this person. That's what we have heard over the time. But the problem still persists. What is plaguing that university? What I think only God knows, because I can sit here to tell you. But what I have saying over the years, presidents have been changed and nothing, no solution to the problem. The university is still in a appalling state. The condition of the university does not represent a state-run university. Least to talk about the other issues on a daily basis. So what unfolded today? They've started to express their displeasure in the man whom the president appointed, Dr. Al Hassan Kunti. So why are they protesting against him? Why are they vexing? If the university problem is the change, is the solution. And even if that situation, I think, is subsided, there are going to be many more protests at that university because the people have not sat down. What I have known about the University of Liberia from time to time is the atmosphere has always been from the administration, one, political, two, provocative. That means they feel provoked, and because they have the power, so they will move to take action instead of sitting down to actually do a forensic study of the university to find out the problem so that it will not persist. Even if a problem arises, it will not be a continual misunderstanding at the University of Liberia. These two, they have tried to, they put themselves, okay, one, the students, oh, they chant political days, they are agitating, it's not good, they are infringing on the rights of other students. We've got the power. So we're going to introduce the Machiavellian theory and might makes right. So we have the power, we're going to insert ourselves. We'll shut down all classes, shut down the university, then student-based activities, political activities. So when they do that, they are only demonstrating the power they have, but it has never ever solved the problem at the University of Liberia. It hasn't. They shut down that university many times. Presidents were removed. Campus-based politics was banned several times, many years. But the root of the problem they have not gone to. So yeah, Dr. Al Hassan Kunti was baptized today, initiated or reinitiated. Because he being at that university. And his time at that university, he did some good things. He made some strides. But he had some errors along the way. He is one of the presidents in the history of the University of Liberia that have not been able to solve the problem at the university. Hearing his name by the president, it wasn't a surprise, wasn't excited at all, because I know the problem at the university is not president's problem. It's not the removal of president, certainly not. No, they have to sit down now and get to the root cause, what the university needs. All of the technocrats, the experts, by whatever the specialty, they need to sit down first and do a full retreat looking at what is the problem at the University of Liberia and come out with a workable solution that would not see the University of Liberia experiencing what they experience under every administration. To conclude, it hasn't been good. It's not a good image for the state-run university.
Certainly. And just to add up to what you said, and it's good to know that there is a student advocate always in the vanguard to protest and champion the cause for students' welfare on various campuses. But equally so, we also want to caution the students students group. You know what happened is soup is highly regarded in the country entirely. Anything soup do, people give them attention, they give them a regard, they praise them a lot for how they champion the cause. But soup will have to be careful on how they do the protest. The University of Liberia always complain for, let's say students at the University of Liberia complain for armchair. And when there is just a little protest, every small thing they will do on the university campus, they will bring all the chairs. And when they bring out the chairs, you see people breaking chairs. And once they protest turn violence, the chairs that will be brought outside will never go back the same way as they came. Some people will steal the chair. Some people will break the chair to beat police or beat protesters. People will break the chairs to have it in their hands to protect themselves. And once you break in the property of the university, you don't expect the university at all time to be in full gear to bring chairs at the university every time. And once there is a continued protest, violent protest, what we saw, people bringing out chairs, putting it on the road. You see people chunking rock, busting the zinc. You know, once you chunk the rock and it ain't go the tackle, it will fall on the zinc, or it will fall also with the glasses around there, and it will bust. Once it bust, it becomes problem for the university. And the facility being decent, it is a good atmosphere for you as a student as well to have a conducive learning environment. But if you go about protesting, you bust everything on the campus. How do you expect the government to perform magic in a twinkling of an eye to bring chairs on the university campus at the same time facing broken glasses to the bureau windows? How possible could that be? When the university is operating a budget, when the fiscal year, has the budget has not passed, the university will not have a money for maintenance. So the various student groupings at the University of Liberia will need to be careful on how they go about protesting. Protest is good, but you got to do it in a very respectful and polite manner. Draw the attention of the faculty, draw the attention of the government. People will come in and they will know exactly why are you protesting. But every small protest, it turn violent. It's not a good one for soup. It's not a good one for Prosan. It's not a good one for any student group, at the University of Liberia. We're saying this to caution all of you. A university belongs to you. You are a student of the university. Once you are the student of the university, you are also on an obligation to protect the university. When you protect the university, others will feel moved and motivated to attend the university. But if you are in the university, every small thing or every now and then, you're protesting, and the protest will start peaceful and end violent. People, police will have to chase after students. This isn't a good one. You can champion your protest. You got a very polite way you champion the protest. People will come in. There are international partners. People watching you all over. They will know exactly the point you're raising. It is a salient point. But the way you present the argument sometimes will make people to lose appetite in your protest or your advocacy. So we cautioning the various student groupings on the university campus to be very careful and mature in how they go about protesting on the campus so as to they can avoid the spoiling of the university property. You spoil the chair, you'll be the same student to go sit down on block to write test. When you sit down on block to write test, playing to write test, reflecting the issue all year. The university don't have chairs. Yeah, it's good. That's true. But how the chairs are being spoiled from the university campus is coming from riot. It's coming from the very protest stage. So I think it will be good that next time you channel your grievance in a polite way so that all the people will understand you exactly that the students are agree for several other situations from the university campus so they can address the situation.
That's 100% true. You couldn't have put it any better, right? That is the other side of it. The students themselves, those various campus-based groups, have to uh, have to look at their own protest, how they channel it, because they have been very destructive in their pursuit of quote unquote solution at the University of Liberia. That's true. Let's move on now to or into the president's office. There are few things we talk within the president's office. It's not a news. We have to stop. We have to break from the past. We cannot condemn the past as being wrong, yet we do it and we get into and enjoy the publicity stuff. Then why was the criticism against the next person? If the president of a country does anything, it means it is the demonstration or fulfillment of the commitment he or she made during the campaign and the completion of that with the taking of the oath of office. The president signs up to do the job of the country. It is not a choice. It is not a privilege. It is not an opportunity. It is an obligation. Every president who wins an election and is inaugurated by the Constitution does what is right obligatorily. No president helps a country. So anything the president does, it is his obligation. And these people who are in power, we saw them say that 6 years ago. That whenever the former president or government did XYZ, they too would come up with a publicity stunt. And these people will argue that it is not anything to boast. It is an obligation. That's why you ran to be president, and now you have the country. You say you have the country ahead to deliver. Why you put in too much publicity to this thing? There is a responsibility. So the same thing. Now they have, and they want to put, or they are putting the same publicity issue to it. So here is it. We have to stop the petty thing in this country. It doesn't make sense at all. Not at all. The government of former President Sirleaf, the ministers were making very high figure as salary. In fact, ministers in Ellen's government were determining their own pay, the amount they should take home every month. Ellen did not have control over that. Most of these people who are serving in Buckeye's government were in that government. They know what I'm talking about because God allowed us to live in Ellen's era and we saw those things. In fact, Ellen along the way would suggest that some of the ministers or reduction go across. And a couple of the ministers said to her, if she ever attempted that, they will leave the job and go back to America. They left a good job from America and good pay to come and serve the people of Liberia. That's the thing they were using on Ellen. More to that, the corruption was widespread in Ellen's government. Ministers were building house or houses in the space of 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, 2 months. Least to talk about buying cars. So when President Weah came, but over those 12 years, Ellen did not make any reduction, even though the announcement was made, but it did not take effect because she could not. When President Weah came, he mustered the courage and said that the huge salary ministers making can be is exploitation. It is a suffering against those we call ordinary people. Therefore, every government minister, starting with myself as public servant, we will slash our salary. And this is how much I will be taking. I don't know whether that took full effect. And this is the amount that ministers will be taking. We saw the minister own, we read, we talked about. It was cut down to a reasonable fee. Fast forward, the current president said he is slashing his salary. He is slashing his salary. He's cutting his money, his pay. Yeah, Yumotro Kringa, thank you. Dwight, thank you for coming on. Okay, all of you, yeah. So the president said he's slashing his salary. And then people are excited. They are running with it all over the place like something unprecedented when there is nothing usual about it. And even, interestingly, no one knows whether the president, besides the announcement through a goal to make it public that he cuts his salary. So we are carried away, or people are carried away by the publicity because the person is the president. So they think that president doesn't fake. They think president doesn't lie. So they are excited and say, oh, the president cut his salary. This is a good thing. The former president, he not did this. He exploited this. He exploited the country. Yeah, President Parker has cut his salary. No. You don't be carried away with that thing. You don't be carried away. That thing is a complete, what the UL politicians can say, a complete chicanery. Yeah. So if the president, let's take it that way, assume that the president slashed his salary, and the president said he's going to run a government of accountability, a government of transparency, a small but effective government, just as Ellen said when he served with Ellen, he brought the same thing but in different words. So if he means that, then you know what the president needed to have done? Then we say, oh yes, just as George Weah did, send that decree down to all. There are people in this government, ministers and directors, who are still making 10,000 United States dollars besides their benefits. But yet, the people are still crying, and they will say they're working in the interest of the people. 10,000. 10,000. I can name you some of the ministers and corporations. They're making 10,000 United States dollars. Besides that, whenever they sit in a meeting, they are paid for sitting in meeting. Wasteful spend, reckless spend, unnecessary. You sit down to discuss something that you signed up for. You say you're working for the country. In every meeting, the president needs to call. If President Boakai is serious to, according to his manifesto that he gave us that we have, then he needs to go beyond what President Weah did. President Weah instructed all of his ministers to slash their salary. It was an instruction. It was not a choice. It was not an opportunity. It was not an assistance, but rather an obligation based on an instruction. And they did. What President Weah did not do was to cut or to scratch the board fees or sitting fees. Since President Boakai has announced the slashing of his salary, no. In my opinion, stay as it is. Let the president stay as it is. Calm down to the ministers. Start from the ministers. Because when you start from the ministers, then the people will believe when they hear that the president has slashed his salary. But it is unbelievable when it is just announced, the huge publicity associated with it or giving it, and then it is not coming down to the people who honor him? No. And if the president means well, the president will move according to the system he said that he's putting in place. How is government going to run? Going to do away with this thing called sitting fees or bowl fees? How much money do we have in this country? Look at the enormous responsibilities that we have. Look at the tax ahead of us. And every time people sit for 5-10 minutes to discuss something, if there's 10 persons in that room, each of them carry 1,000 United States dollars, and that depends on the kind of meeting. If the meeting is a high one, they are taking 1,500 United States dollars per person. So times 1,500 United States dollars times by 10, and see how much money leaving the country's coffer just because people sat down. So it means nobody making sacrifice for country in this place. Nobody, in my opinion, nobody making sacrifice for country. Because everything they do, they are paid for. They pay them, the country pay them. The money, in the morning, you take your market to the market, your products to the market, you move to your business side, you open your store, all those taxes that you pay. That's the money given to those people because they sat down for 5 minutes, 10 minutes to discuss things concerning the country. The country they say they love. So President Buhari, if the president calls his salary, he needs to send it down. That instruction goes to his ministers and then also to the setting fees or bowl fees, whichever way they call it. Cut that thing. Stop it. Stop it. And you will see, we're already struggling to generate revenue. Then when people sit down to discuss something concerning the country, you pay them 1,500. You pay them 1,000 United States dollars. Let me tell your people, you know why people are excited for meetings every night, then they call the meeting in this place when you go to a ministry. Just go to a ministry and attempt or act like you want to see a certain people or to do that. You hear, oh, the boy meeting. The boy meeting. The boy meeting. That meeting again, especially they should not tell you that they're in bowl meeting. At the close of the day, the people coming out smiling, enjoying themselves. You know why? Because that money goes around before they get out of that room. It is set. Wasteful spending. Giving out loose money. If the previous government didn't do it, President Buhari needs to do it. Tell his people to cut their salary. Then stop all both. You know, one of the reasons why we're not serious in this country, when I say serious, I mean we, the decision makers, because they're enjoying, they relax. Every little thing the country pays them for it. Every little thing. But if you have a fixed salary of 500 and your benefit just few, you will fight hard to make sure that you earn what is there for you. But the people have no time.
Check and balance.
Everything there, the man goes for 5 minutes. They get setting fee. What do you call setting fee? Where you take that thing from? You pay people their own country obligation. It's just like we got an obligation in for Voice of Liberia. Then you say Voice of Liberia management to pay all for doing that. Then what's the essence?
You're taking pay per month.
So and what's the essence of being?
Yeah. As soon as you
Because of what you sign up to do.
the attitude, the attitude of us in the country, causing the country
Everything they must pay. Everything. My people, it's just that you're saying that you know. We who move around, we see this thing. Look, every little meeting these people sit in, the people are paid. That is why they don't want change. They don't want a real system. The politicians will tell you about system in its office, but it never ever works because you know what? It benefits them against you, and they will portray it as being in your interest, and you will just be shouting and screaming, but nothing in your interest. They are improving on a daily basis, and you are going downward. When you have all those things, both fee, setting fee. So if the president cuts his salary, fine. Then the president needs to do follow his predecessor footstep. Look at the salary structure of his ministers. Do a slash. Then you move on to squash all both fees. If then you will know why. And from there, you will know who is patriotic, who not patriotic, who likes the country, who not, who actually ready to sacrifice for the country or not. Then we will know. Those who say they left a good job to come to Liberia to sacrifice, we will know whether that statement is true or not. Those who here are typical Liberians, we will see whether they will stay here. Cut all of those things, Mr. President. Cut that both fees. Stop everything. Let people sacrifice for the country. That is why when the president dies, any country can get a full honor.
Yeah, yeah.
Put everything they get you
Because
be taking better, they put the flag, the flag on you, everything.
You serve the country.
Yeah, and they use the word sacrifice. Die in service. And they give benefit to your family. So make that sacrifice while you are alive. If you're working for 500, yes, that's a 500 technique. Even though there will be other benefits, but that whole thing called both fee, setting fee, it's not necessary. If President Parker does that or can do that, then we know, or it will not happen because this too is Liberia. This too is Liberia. So the running at the president call his salary, the president call his salary today. Nobody can see that president. You can announce. The office of the president can announce he call his salary. Announcement is one thing. Implementing is another thing. Taking it to the public. Let people see. Let the president.
Put their salary up to now. You don't know
the lawmakers too.
Up to now, you don't know.
Up
to now, you don't know what you're going to do with the remaining money.
Man,
but the cash giveaway still on.
Listen, before you go to the cash giveaway, you can't burn something off. Don't say nothing. You want all the lawmakers to hold grudge against you for salary. Nothing over there, those guys want change. Nothing. Those people have been and will continue to be Liberia's problem.
So the cash giveaway is on. Keep the entry down *799 *15 hatch. Okay. And play with $300 Liberian dollars to win 10,000 Liberian dollars. You play today, possible your name will appear in the raffle for the motorbike on next week. And possible next week you be the owner of a brand new motorbike. So keep the entry that's *799 *15 hatch. Okay, play with $300 Liberian dollars. Stand a chance to win yourself the 10,000 Liberian dollars. It is a very, very good opportunity. The more you listen to the radio, the more money you make. So keep the entry down *799 *15 hatch. Okay, and select number 1 or 2 because you either play with your Liberty account or your US account. So you play with 300 or you play with $2, $1.50 rather, and stand a chance to win the 10,000 Liberian dollars or the motorbike for next week. So keep the entry before go to the line to take your reaction on the talking point this time. We got a few lose or draw we have to take and make them to know as to whether they have received their money. The more you play, even if you play you lose, we give you money. So people who have played and have not won, we got package for them. So we're going to call them and ask them whether they have received 2,500. Then from there we go to the line and get a reaction this afternoon. This is bid and pieces. So keep the entry down *799 *15 hatch. Okay, and play with $300 Liberian dollars or $1.50 and win 10,000 Liberian dollars. Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Edwin Melvin Tua, and I'm calling from Vault, Liberia.
Oh, yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you play Vault Liberia?
No. Well, I'm playing today.
Oh, you've been playing, but you played.
No, no,
Yeah, okay, so you've been playing, but you're not going to win.
no.
Okay, so they say you 2,500 today. You got it?
Oh, the very before. I already checked the phone.
Yeah.
I had a message. I'll call back.
Okay,
I'll call your
okay,
number.
okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you've been playing, you can't win. So we say you 2,500 like even dollars to encourage you to continue to play the cash giveaway. And people who want to win, and it is all your entry that star 799 star 15 hatch. Okay, select number no selection. But as you okay, you play automatically with the 300, you stand a chance to win a 10,000 or you get in the raffle for the motor back. So possibly you can win a motor back for 300 LD. Possibly win a 10,000 for 300 LD. So keep the entry from there. We go to the line. That's star 799 star 15 hatch. Okay. And play with 300 like $10 and win yourself the 10,000. Let's go back to this person. Hello?
Yeah. I'll see you. Yeah.
You got it, the 2,500, right?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, you better play, you can win. So we say that I want to encourage you to continue playing, yeah?
All right. Thank you. I will really want to play
Okay.
again.
You say your name?
Peter Sim
Peter C. From where?
from Banazze.
Okay, Peter. All right. Thank you, yeah? Okay. So Peter, 2,500. Yes, and I won. So we gave 2,500. So keep the entry that starts 799 match. Okay. That's star 799 star. They 10,000 full, yeah. I can so down forget for the full, yeah.
So let's go to the next question.
Problem or also come for the administration. There's no plan for the administration to improve anything or even the plan last every year. So get an order. The play is little. And so we see that kind of job and it's getting more yesterday in the news. So the first one is not president. You know, on the government to see how best they can improve that area.
All right.
Please, not president.
Thank you. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Your name and where you come from?
Yeah, this is James Slava, and I'm calling from the country of West Point. Let me say thank you for sure. The thing here is, I just hit section what the president is doing there. Because there's a lot of contradiction because he said that he will increase people's salary, but then he said he still has his salary. So I don't know which one is really working here. But to admit people are not in our interest. What will one person make 10,000, 20,000 in a free country like this? Why the president want to do that? That other money can be no matter what their salary is. You say, okay, you slap the salary, but you increase. And all the money you make, you increase the money, and you carry the salary up. And then what the thing here is, you know what you said, it's not about president because president go president change cannot take place. Things just remaining the same always.
Then what is the essence of teaching,
Seven.
children and things?
Thank you for calling. Have a nice day. 0770 907 Mr. President slashed his salary according to his publicity, but he has to demonstrate that practically. Let's see. Announcement is one, but seeing is convincing and send that directive down also to his ministers and do away with both fees. Why people should be paid for sitting to discuss issues about the country. Hello, your name and where you call from?
I'm Moses calling from Moses. Then I'm calling from Lokita.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for the show. This is the show. The government say for the last the activity of the show. The last topic I want to use before is last scared to say in having you know, our brother working at 20 companies because the person career is there at the when if I take a challenge from my own, I think we to add it. So the other thing I think very one thing I did. I will say good thing. Let our brother have it for I was using those not to explain this to I at least I can make thank you for the show.
Thank you for calling. Have a nice day. Hello.
Hello.
Your name and where you call from?
I'm Henry Omer. I'm calling from Highway 55 Byro.
Let's hear you, Mesca.
Oh, my brother, this country, I don't know. What you said, can I do? How can a family pay for PPC? They pay for all kinds of stuff. You're supposed to go work to serve your country. That's why the citizens appointed or elected you there for. They vote to go and do the people where they should pay you for it. More and look at the salary that the people taking, lying for the housing car, the common people shooting, they don't even have to receiving all out of grants. The countries for our legislation. But the problem here is electing the people to report sometimes we don't do a real check on them. We just take their employment. So they are
Okay,
just
Chief.
go to work in their interest, their family interest. Yeah, they come up.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Your name and where you call from?
My name is Victor.
Let's hear you, Sergeant.
Yeah,
You're a military man or paramilitary?
I'm from on military.
Which regime you serving?
I serve the armed forces of Liberia.
Yeah, which regime? Ellen, we are
No. We go.
Odo administration.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear you.
Our brother just want to explaining if it is true that those guys are very wicked people. Yeah, they are very wicked to the extent that all of our community roads are bad. You go to the hospital, you get one tablet, and all of these things they see and they continue to exploit the Nigerian people. You taking $10,000 for a money pay, and people are going hungry every day. No food. You go to the school, no food chairs at the school. No secretary for teachers to use. Everything just and one person is taking away $10,000. I see that being very, very wicked. This is the wickedness that Bible talks about. That will be wickedness in high places. This is why they are showing us. But we
All right,
say
Chief.
there is a single day in the eyes of political scene. One day alone, we will have
Thank
then
you.
then with you in the camera, everything that they do. Thank you for the show and the government of Liberia and state our state and start have a working day.
Right, you too. Hello.
Good afternoon, and good afternoon to you, George.
Good afternoon.
My name is Hussein. I'm Hussein Kewu. I call from around Cape. I listen to you and all of the talking. Let me appreciate both of you. But the issue that has to do with the content of the the president's salary. I think it is by law that whenever you employ somebody, you don't up the salary, you reduce it. All you do is to increase it. They just take a contract, and a commercial person that would come and say, okay, you can cut the salary at 30%. I think both presidents come out and foreign did a second world in that light. But if you said that we were instructed, somebody is minister or officer to reduce the salary, it wasn't the case. That was the harmonization. When they did the harmonization, that's how you saw people pay were reduced because that was a mandate from the island that there should be a court and balance in the issue. So that's how it went. Now, if this doesn't have salary, I think there are other duties that they have to provide. But where would those benefits be directed? If it's going to education, let it be explained. These are the high points we need to ask because
Okay, Chief. Thank
yeah,
you.
President, we don't know where it went. So we want the president to go and direct it in a particular sector. Thank you.
Thank you for calling. Have a nice day. 077097907. President George Weah did issue a command. I can understand. After that, all of those things, my dear, what the authority brings out is what we have. We are administration. What are IMF instructed? How can IMF instruct the sitting government to say do they do that? We can suggest. President, we have made it public. We know that document came. There are releases to the president that came from his office instructing his ministers that their salary is going to be cut. And the president said it was too much. One minister making 10,000 United States dollars. Yeah, whether it went to XYZ, if I'm telling you, the president gave the instruction. President Wagai can give the instruction. The Constitution says everybody in the executive works at the will and pleasure of the president. It's not that civil service thing that the salary can only go up, it can come down. The president wakes up in the morning and said, all ministers, as of today's date, will be their salary will be 500 United States dollars. You go argue with the president, you go post civil service law into it, say salary can come down, it can only go up. Then you will know who the president. This is the man, the head of the executive. The man that wake up in the morning and say, I don't want to drive in the government. Do I get argue? He wakes up in the evening and say, I want Sam Andrew. I get argue. So that one, yeah, mama. Nothing there for discussion. So Chief, that one just leave it as a president. We are instructed, and all of his ministers did. Hello,
Hello.
your name and where you come from?
I'm in Springs, Mala, and I'm from County. Started the show Monday.
Let's hear you from Pommy County.
Oh, sorry. The government.
You're lying. You're lying. You just change your location. Just walk 1 or 2 steps from where you are.
Getting me?
You're trying to. Your line is not. It's not encouraging. You're breaking.
I get me in my position.
Yes. Yes. Please.
I'm out.
Hello.
Hey, sir, how are you?
I'm doing good. And you?
Yeah, I'm okay. Let me go ahead with you. This is a car. The visual impact, I put in for that to be delivered. Let me say how to put it to my sister. I'm going to
I'm celebrate.
Ah, okay. I want you to hear.
Because you bring Joe and only show them money about the one person sector. You won't get it.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
You know, I give it to you.
Okay. All right.
So you're not letting me call the number?
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Yeah, keep on listening. We'll call the number. Just say what you come from.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I'm in the bottom of Nigeria. I think I can say you will protest and saying that you want to improve it. And then when you protest, you will bring a chair outside to break it. You go, you jump on the wood to happen to break it. That when it is cold, it come on. So the kind of what to come on. What kind of change the what improvement that you can do? When the people come, when the government is targeting the road, taking the classes, they come on. Before now, the kind of improvement that you were talking about. So I think that it's important that we always, exercise our right to for the people to listen, to see, in order to improve our situation. But we are doing it, we should do it. The right way we shouldn't do it is destroy our own people for it for duty. That's not for resources. No, it's a story. You know, but we are made a declaration. They were at the legislature when they were giving the initial address. And then he passed it on to the minister. So what minister? Because before even the president was talking to the minister to do, he knew very well that as the president, the head of the administration had informed him that it is not possible that you will be able to pay any minister up to 10,000, 10,000 for the economy to survive. So they are listening to like a legislation of the president. They don't want to go into it and go in our side. You want to go through that. Water, like get into it, okay, he will accept it. So if you see his skills and strategies, let me tell you, it's true. Let me also impress all the people that take something from there, and so that also they will know about what they
Okay,
are
Chief.
doing.
Thank you for calling. Have a nice Wednesday. Hello.
Yeah. Good afternoon, St. Andrew and Melvin. I'm Peter the Castle, of course, I'm going to feel like in Johnsonville. My attention has been drawing to the University of Latina campus. You know, the problem at the University of Latina campus is very much difficult to be handled. And even the president, the former president, and the Jesus, Jimab Waka also contributed to that. You know, after contact was the president of the University of Latina were having power. Some content has been performing best what it was due to best more performance and led to mass content at the University of Liberia at the time in around 2002 to 2007 that led to his dismissal. And now it is surprised to hear that Joseph Walker appointed him as acting president. He need and a protest. What he continued to say we're not going to rest about this verse of Liberia issue. Because the ULA has been a creativity and a partisan institution. And this now you told that there's a partner. So why you go to verse of Liberia?
Okay, Chief.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. You're extremely well subscribed to the first lab of the 2 pointers we talk about. Let's move drive. We put that thing. We've got a winner yet.
Okay,
The cash
so
money giveaway.
let me see whether
Then we can move to the next pointer.
okay. So let me see whether I pick.
So why drive? Just so you know, you're listening to bits and pieces on Voice of Liberia 104.1 Morovia, Voice of Liberia 89.7 Kakatamagibi County, Voice of Liberia 90.7 One County, the online radio, which you can follow all of the programs of the radio station, www.voiceofliberiaradio.com. We are heard across the 15 counties of Liberia on this 10th day, Samira Day, 10th day of July 2024. It's Samira Day, Samira Walla Day, a birthday. So we talk about the situation at the University of Liberia, that the problem is a systemic one, in my opinion. It's not necessarily a presidential problem. So changing the president will mean nothing in terms of finding the solution. The problem will still persist. The president said that his officer, he slashed his salary, and so the publicity is given to it like something unusual when it's not unusual. No one forces a president to cut his salary. In fact, the president can operate on zero, zero salary and
And still survive.
and say survive. He
And
can
if I
reach.
if you I would have
Yeah, he
done.
can reach. So when you hear those things, don't be carried away by that. Just the publicity they put ahead of it. So as soon as Dry announces the next winner, we are at the Rabat International Airport. That airport, I cannot blame. We will blame it on all of the governments, previous governments, and since we have a new government led by President Joseph Walker, now they face the responsibility to make improvements over there. The former government, President George, we are dead yet. I think they need to build on what the former president did at that airport. But honestly, from my observation, no, that place then represents a sovereign country, a country 177 years, couple of weeks from now. No, it can. It doesn't at all. That tells you that, look, when I tell you this country is blessed by God, but cursed by its own people. This country, Liberia is far yonder. As the Congo people will say, far yonder. Then all the other countries in age. But Liberia got nothing to show. So let's move now. Let's pick up our next winner.
No, now we not
Oh,
say
loser.
yeah. Hello?
Loser and
Yeah, my name is Prophet Tua and I come from Bosa Liberia.
You welcome, sir.
Okay, you've been playing Bosa Liberia can't give away and you can win.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we decided to send you 2,500 Liberia dollars. You got it?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So we saying that money to encourage you to keep playing. You want to withdraw it, it's fine. You want to if it and be playing, it's also fine, yeah?
I will play, sir. Thank you, sir.
Is that your name?
My name is
Benjamin.
Yes.
Okay, Benjamin. So keep the entry coming down star 799 star 15 hatch okay and play with 300 LD or $1.50 and win 10,000 Liberian dollars or your name or numbers for among the raffle for the motor back on next week Wednesday. Let me inform you that if you are playing this game, do not use agent sync to play the game. Use your private SIM card because if you use your agent SIM to transfer, if you win to transfer money to you, it can give hard time sometimes. When we send it out, then you complaining and you'll not get it. So if you use your private SIM card, the one you use to call, you can use that one and play. When you win, we send your money quickly to your account. Private account is what we need. So keep the entry down star 799 star 15 hatch. Okay, and play with 300 LD or $1.50 and win the 10,000 Liberian dollars. Or your name fall in the raffle for the motorbike on next week. And if your name fall, it is a very good one for you. A possibly you can be a winner. You can play today and win on next week Wednesday. You heard the other guy we call him say he did not play today, but the name appear in the loser draw. So that's how beautiful the game is. In how much you play on the show time. Like Tim said, every time the show comes on, every benefit on the show, you stand to benefit as well. So keep the entry that star 799 star 15 hatch. Okay, and play with 300 or $1.50 and win the 10,000 Liberian dollars. So to Emuka, Emo said they might want to stress it to Samira maybe because of her birthday. Is it necessary, sir?
yeah, why not? Just call it because not everybody will have the
Yeah.
time and patience to wait until we finish because they got other things doing
Yeah,
in between.
so with Samira issue you can do whatever thing zero eight zero 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 nine zero nine nine 0880 009099. That's 080 009099. Yeah, that's the number for Samira. If you want to stress him to her for her birthday, You want to compliment her, you send it on that number 0880 That's the number for Samira birthday store. Then we did not say call the number, man, my people. We say yeah, the library. Keep the entry that star 799 star 15 hatch OK and select number. Let's say play with 300 LD and win the 10,000 star 799 star 20. That's 15 hatch star 799 star 15 hatch. OK and play with 100 Liberian dollars and win 10,000 Liberian dollars. And your number could also appear in the raffle for the motorbike on next week.
Okay, so as many times as you play, we encourage you to do that, and you will win many dollars, and you wouldn't get broke. Play as many times as you can. Don't be carried away or discouraged by not winning, or your name is not called, or you think that it's not possible for 200 or 300 Liberty to give you 4,500 or 10,000 or 15,000 or a motorbike.
Yeah,
No,
900 United still worth of motorbike.
don't think that we don't think that 200 Liberian dollars or 300 Liberian dollars can give you that amount. Just be encouraged by what you hear from those who are being announced as winners, and they are confirming receiving their money, and you can do the same. As long as you play, you will win. You can't lose. This game, that's how it looks. You can't lose. You will win. You hear a lose or draw. That means you've been playing.
Mm-hmm.
The people know that you've been playing. So they give you money to encourage you to keep on playing. Yeah, you you see that, you see how good it is. So nobody losing. Nobody losing. You put money there, you get money in. That's how it looks. So keep on playing, yeah?
So
Okay.
so again, when you play, you win. The same say you lose plenty, we see your money back. So keep the entry very shortly. We'll come and take the first winner. We will soon take the winner. Let me see what I can do. We can take the first winner.
So why
So
that
keep
is?
the entry that star 799 star 15 hatch. Okay, and play with 300 Liberian dollars or $1.50 US and win the 10,000, or you enter the raffle for the motorbike.
So why that is being done? This is it. These are the next two talking points. There are three, but we insert one into another, so it's two. So we're going to run over here as quickly as we can. We're in with the match where Kimaya Airport's situation vis-a-vis the Liberian government. This country, until it's good, Senator Edwin Snow went ahead. The 65th uh, ECOWAS summit convened. But before then, Senator Snow and the rest of the guys were there in the usual ECOWAS parliamentary meetings. At the close of the day, Senator Snow gave a graphic picture of the situation in Liberia. He talked about the stability of the country under President Joseph Boakai. He talked about a number of things, but he didn't meet his word about some of the awful things that are happening in the country. And you expect the rejection from the current government people. This goes for every government. They want you to say the positives and don't talk about anything negative. If you did, you're a bad person. So Senator Snow painted the picture in twofold. He talked about the progress we made in Liberia under President Walker. He first started with the stability of the country, the security, and a lot more. Then he went on to talk about the negative unfolding in the country, which the government needs to improve on. And No sooner had he ended his presentation, condemnation from everywhere. You should have watched that scene live from Nigeria. Yeah, you should have read the live feed. See people from here dissenting against Senator Snow because they were lambasting him because uh, he was saying those positive things. So he said the positives, and then they were all cheering, excited back home. Those who followed the live feed, because I was reading. But when he came to the, the errors of the government, the errors the government making, and how things are in the country, forget it. The same people that were cheering him when he was talking about the good ones, they started to lambast him. But that is not the main issue. Just to highlight that in passing. He did a very good job. And that's what it is. What do you see on the ground is what we report because you can fake reality. Reality is reality. If people dying all over the place, tell the people that too many people are dying in Liberia and the government is doing nothing. If the government has made significant progress in this area, you say it. Because if you don't say it, it is on the ground. Everybody sees it. Everybody knows. So the best thing in such a situation is to say exactly what you know. So Senator Snow presented the picture of Liberia in twofold. Now, here is it. The president came back from Nigeria. I have never seen that before. That's what I thought. Maybe there is a change in the itinerary, but I haven't seen that all the time. I've seen presidents from Liberia go in and out. We've been opportune to watch live when a president from whatever the country returns home. The minister wouldn't speak except in extreme case. After that, but not at the airport. So for us, maybe there is a change. There's a change. But this is what I observed, and I think something happened. Think this, I may not be 100% right with this, but I'm suspecting that the president isn't fully satisfied with his information team. That is what I'm suspecting. And here is my suspicion. Every time the president came back, he'll brief the press as it is the custom. We saw it throughout with former President Sally. When she came to the country, she will have a brief interview with the executive mansion reporters and other people. If she wasn't in the position to talk, either her information minister or her press secretary will do that. We saw the same in the regime of former President George Weah. Whenever he came back to the country, he will face the media and information people will be there. If he's not speaking to them, it was either the information minister or his press secretary that will brief the media. President Barker, when a couple of times, comes from Nigeria, and then the announcement goes from the foreign minister. The president has instructed me to speak to you. But before then, the press secretary, his press secretary, Kula Fofana, is introducing the foreign affairs minister, Sarah Besnoyanti, who is going to speak. And she comes and said that the president instructed me to come and speak to y'all. So I was wondering what is happening. Isn't Kula Fofana available? Isn't Minister Jeremy Pierre available? Assume that the two aren't available. But the deputy press secretary or the deputy information minister for public affairs, Daniel Samuel, not available. Probably, I said to myself, there is a change in protocol, but it is their responsibility. And the second thought I had was that Maybe all of them did not travel with the president, so they did not have a full understanding of what was discussed at the meeting in Nigeria. So they weren't in the position. But then the argument went on within myself that it can be assumed that all of them didn't travel with the president, but those media, his media people, if one or two, the president or the deputy, they were in a meeting. And even those who are in Liberia, they follow, they have all of their stuff. They have everything. They have DSTV in their offices, at their home. They have the itinerary when the president is speaking. They all of those things they have it. We have seen. We have gone to the minister's office. We've gone to the minister's house, and the president is out of the country addressing. We're sitting in the living room, and the address is on, and the minister is sitting down and he's taking note. Not minister of information. I'm just telling you that we see these things. So at the end of the day, that's when the person, when they call the person and say, "Oh, we heard the president say that," or the president didn't say this, the person will go on and give the right information because he or she is following. Let me give you a simple example. It's easy. You can remember last time our boss had a situation, people ran with it. Oh, that's how the episode were. Then the next thing he was on screen. You know what we were doing here? While he was on, we were monitoring everything, we're following it live, taking notes. That's what you do. So at the close of the day, you have a full understanding. So if you are asked, you are in the position. But to see the minister of foreign affairs saying the president say I should talk to you. Then I wonder, then Kula Fofana, who is the president's official spokesperson, the woman who manages the communication arm of the president's office, the woman who serves as the liaison between the executive mansion correspondence and the president's office, is introducing the foreign minister, and then the foreign minister comes and says, the president said, I should talk to you. So I was wondering, then what's happening? Kula came to the press. Wasn't Kula in that meeting? The delegation, if you see the president's delegation, the delegation, the president will carry all the communication people. All. If you look at executive mansion press statement about the president's departure, all of it, you will see the president, you will say the president moved with his media team. You will see all of those. The president moved with his media team. Uh, mhm. They say the president will also travel along with his support staff, that means like medical people, protocol, assistance on communication, assistance, assistance on communications and media. That means almost all the president media people, the press secretary, the minister of information, and other people, the president get. That what the document. Look at the executive mansion document. Since President Bola been traveling, they've never left this out. They will admit that he will travel with his support staff. Support staff means the medical. The medical. Then they say assistance on communications and media. That includes his press secretary, his information minister, all of those who are responsible for communication in and out of the president's office. So he take your pick from amongst them. And prominent among those that travel with the president is press secretary. So here is seeing Kula Ofana introducing because everybody will expect it's the normal when Donald Trump returns to the country and he doesn't make a statement anymore. What the next 1 or 2 hours, who do you see standing before the press? His press secretary, White House press secretary, come and brief the press. That's what we have known over the time, the tradition. So I was wondering whether something is happening, the president not satisfied, or because the media people these few days they've been blasting Kula for fun, complaining, the president up really comfortable with her, and probably the minister of information wasn't around then, he didn't travel. But listen, we have to follow the tradition because if it continues that way, it will give the suspicion will run far and wide that something is happening within the president's media team. He's not satisfied with as certain people. Hmm? Okay, just to share that. So let's move now to the next one about this Kimaya stuff. Wrong. We can't live with it. We can. Listen, we have to stop this thing. It's not because it's our government, so it should only be our people. Government after government would live with this kind of thing is wrong. I can see why. And then, didn't I tell you people? Let me try to get that voice. Didn't I tell you people immediately President Weah considered defeat? ECOWAS said that there was a need for reconciliation in Liberia. The people re-echoed that again. They re-echoed that. This is when President Weah considered it.
Reconciliation starts immediately in Liberia. 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 Reconciliation starts immediately in Liberia, so that everybody can have a sense of belonging, so that everybody can have a sense of belonging, so that everybody can have a sense of belonging, so that everybody can have a sense of belonging, and we can avoid any further upheavals in Liberia. It was a lesson for Africa. We need to learn from Liberia. We need to know that we need to learn from Liberia. We need to learn from Liberia. We need to learn from Liberia. We need to know that elections take place regularly. And if you are beaten, you hand over peacefully and hope for better luck next time. And we thank Liberia and we salute the courage of President George Weah.
That was when President Weah conceded defeat democratically in the 2023 runoff presidential election. At ECOWAS extraordinary session, they reiterated or they restated this. Mr. President is yet to even give it or try to see whether it makes sense. The country is degenerating at the level at which, at the time, Mr. President would want reconciliation, it wouldn't be possible. The first, did you hear what they said? They said the first reconciliation, the first thing, the first and foremost.
Reconciliation starts immediately in Liberia. Reconciliation starts immediately in Liberia.
So what do you see? The division has widened. Then the certain people making it like we can say in Liberia, making it tick. Yeah, making it tick so that nothing like that happened. The same way previous governments would say that our time, it must be only our people. The other people, they are enemy of the state. They had their time. This is our time. So only us. So the situation with Kimaya and ECOWAS is not only a bad situation, but it leaves this country with individual grudge or grudges. When you have such happening in which certain people feel that a certain person or certain people from previous government should have no position in whatever they are associated with, then it is a grudge. If you have reconciliation, it will be impossible. Mr. President have to sit down If he isn't aware, and I'm sure he's aware, but I think his people are misleading him, it will reach the point that he will regret it. So ECOWAS will take a stand. It doesn't make sense. It only shows the limitation of how most of our leaders are. They grudge, they hate the malice they live with, and they think that they can remote another institution. So ECOWAS, ECOWAS will take a stand, rejecting the government's position, the government position uh, to pick for the position of resident representative of ECOWAS to Sierra Leone. Simply put, they say no, ECOWAS, you don't agree on a man. You don't agree on a Kimaya man. So ECOWAS said, well, what you're saying so? You're that we the one running our institution. So you're running like the Liberian government running ECOWAS now determining for ECOWAS. So no, you can't listen to you. It makes sense. So with such now, you think this country moving anywhere reconciliatory? You think the president said his government was going to be one of inclusion? Yeah, he was going to include. But what do you see? What do you see? Nothing else. Nothing. Nothing. No government of inclusion, but rather government of exclusion. The same thing the previous government were doing. You come, you do the same thing, and you say no business as usual. Why will you attempt to do that? Why will you? Why will you attempt? Let's pick up our winner and then we continue.
Okay, so we coming generate the first winner right now for the 10,000. So those of you been playing Nyeki, somebody gonna win 10,000 quickly. But keep the entry, you could be that person. It's possible you could be that person. Keep the entry at star 799 star 15 hatch. Okay, $300 and win 10,000 $100. And your name or number will also appear in the raffle for the motorbike on Wednesday next week. So it is also a chance for you that you can win motorbike. But keep the entry while we go along, selecting the winner. The spin is on. Let me spin this one. The raffle is on. Keep the entry dial star 799 star 15 hatch. Play okay and play 300 LD and win the 10,000 $10. The spin is on. And let me see who wins the 10,000. Who can be winners with it? The raffle is on. Spinning, 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 it's spinning, it's spinning. Let me take it back. Keep the entry at star 799 star 15 hatch. Okay, and select okay and play with 300 LD or $1 US and win yourself 10,000 $10,000. Let's talk to this person too. Hello,
Yeah, hello.
hello, sir. My name is Edwin Melvin Jua, and I call you from Voice of Liberia.
Mm-hmm.
What is your name?
I'm here, my name is Shibu Kumar.
Seku Kroman.
Yeah.
Seku, you play Voice of Liberia cash giveaway today.
Yes, I'm sure. I played this one recently.
You play 2 times.
Yes.
Seku, I spell your Seku.
Bro, this one is I'm going to school. S E
K O
O.
U
Yeah, yes,
S E K O U, right?
yes.
Seku who?
Shibu Kumar.
K O.
K-R-O.
Mm,
Kromah.
MAH. Kromah. Are you on your mobile?
Yes,
Hello?
yes, that is.
SEKOU. KROMAH. Kromah.
Yes, Kromah.
Yeah, so Kromah, you win yourself $10,000 Liberian, yeah?
Oh, yes, thank you very, very much. That's my first time to play with you today.
Okay,
It's
so
my first time to try my
okay,
best with you today.
okay. But you know win it before on other radio station? You have played before on other radio station?
Yes, yes, and I win 2,500 for school kids in the school FM. I mean, FM also Freedom FM win 3,000 there.
Okay. Okay, so you win yourself $10,000 Liberian.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah, I will tell other people to continue playing. Yeah, my sister, I always can play.
Yes.
My sister, by the grace of God, I will continue with you too.
Okay, so we will send you the money, and when you get it, we will call you back to confirm whether you got the 10,000. Yeah.
No problem, no problem. No problem.
Okay. So that's how it is. We not never quit, and quit or never win. So keep the entry. Pakroma has won the 10,000, and the draw is still on. You can be the next winner again. So keep the entry down star 799 star 15 hatch. Okay, you can select and play with 300 Liberian dollars and win the 10,000. Again, that's star 799 star 15 hatch. Okay, you can play with 300 Liberian dollars or $1.50 and win 10,000 Liberian dollars. And your name could also be part of the raffle for the motorbike on Wednesday next week. And of Samira, if you send a dime here for Samira's birthday, we will tell her your name, the amount, and she will call you on the show maybe tomorrow or Monday or Friday. Then she will acknowledge you and make you know that you sent X, Y amount to her. So don't feel you sending money here means to us. No, you send it to Samira. You'll be in the know. When you send it, all you do is just text your name behind it and make us to understand that you the one sending the money on 0880 00 90 99. 0880 00 90 99. You want to scratch him for her birthday. You want to give a birthday gift. Yeah, that's the number you can do the stuff on. Don't call it. The name on it should be I think Melvin Joa. But don't call it. If you got whatever you want to send to her, you just send it. 0880 Let me call back Pakuma and see whether he has received his 10,000 Liberian dollars. And kindly put in the entry that star 799 star 15 hatch. Okay, and play with 200 Liberian dollars and win the 10,000 Liberian dollars yourself. Or stand to win the motorbike on next week. So as you play today, you possibly win a motorbike on next week Wednesday. And I'll be the same person again here telling you that you now win a motorbike or not. The same way I made or Lami Baka, I was sure won the motorbike. That the same way each of you will win the motorbike on Wednesday. So you play now, you stand a chance to win a motorbike on Wednesday. So put the entry to the star 799 star 15 hatch. You play with 300 LD or you play with yeah, Pakroma calling. Hello?
Oh, yeah, thank you. I receive it.
You just got it right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Receive it 10,000.
Okay, Pakroma. Thank you. Enjoy yourself, yeah?
All right, thank you too.
Okay.
I will also be with you.
Okay, no problem, Pakroma.
All right.
Okay. So Pakroma won himself 10,000 Liberian dollars. I'm not asking you to call on that number. I told you to send money on that number because of Samira birthday gift. Don't call it. The name on it, if you want to know the name on it, the name on that number is Melvin Joa. Yeah, the name on it is Melvin Joa. That money we, hey God, I don't know how it be happening to some people. So keep the entry down, star 799 star 15 hatch. Okay, and put 300 Liberian dollars and put 300 Liberian dollars and win 10,000 Liberian dollars and win 10,000 Liberian dollars. Or you appear for the raffle on Wednesday to win the motorbike. It's all yours. Take it as an advantage. Yeah, star 799 star 15 hatch. Okay, and play with 300 LD, or you play with $1.50 US. $1.50 US win the 10,000 Nigerian dollars or the motorbike on next week, Wednesday. You don't want to be the owner of a motorbike? Wow, it's up to you. You want to be the owner? It's all yours. You put in your entry right now. Let me see whether we can call one more lose or simply help me score time. Let me see whether I can call another person here who has played and that won, but then we decided to give this person a little token. This person. So the more you play and can win, we got package for you. You play and win, we got prize for you. So keep the entry at star 799 star 15 hatch. Okay, you play 300 LP and win. Hello,
Hello.
hello, brother. My name is Edwin Melvin, too, and I call you from Port Liberia. Yeah,
Okay.
what is your name?
I'm rolling.
Roland. You've been playing Port Liberia giveaway.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You can win.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so the radio decided to send you 2,500 to encourage you to continue playing. Did you receive it?
Oh, yeah, I received it. That's the better.
Yeah, so you got your 2,500.
Okay. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much.
Okay, brother. You
I appreciate the effort.
all right, brother. You welcome.
Thank you.
All right. So you play plenty, you lose, we send you money. You play plenty, you win, you take your money. Uh, but keep the entry. That's star 799 star 15 hatch. Okay, and play with 300 LD and win yourself 10,000 Liberian dollars, and also stand to appear in the raffle for the motorbike on next week, Wednesday. You can be the owner of the motorbike, is good. Be the owner of the 10,000 is good. So keep the entry. And very shortly, we're going to take another winner again. Very shortly, we take another winner. Keep the entry coming. Oh, this person, this person, this person. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. The person coming too close, but the person won't win. Blinking, 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 blinking. Keep blinking, blinking, blinking again. And yeah. Okay, okay. So keep it coming, keep it coming. Small more. Then we pick this person. The other person come and pick the person quickly. So keep the entry down star 799 star 799 star 15 hatch. Okay, play with 300 LD and win 10,000 Liberian dollars. The reason you play with 300 is you can win the 10,000. You're also supposed to win the motorbike. So motorbike is, but normally play with $100 and $200. So you play with the $1 or the 300 today. It gave you a chance to win a 10,000 or a motorbike on Wednesday. So last week, Lami was here. That's a week for last. Lami his motorbike, and you could also be here next week to pick your motorbike. So keep the entry now, *799*15 catch OK in sled number. That's it. OK you play with $111 or $1 and win the motorbike. Same.
Okay, so we were saying the government or the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, will reject the government request to deny or reject D. Maxwell Kimaya as the representative ECOWAS to Sierra Leone. They came out with a couple of schemes, some work in their favor, some didn't. It seems those that work in their favor, they will capitalize on them and think that they can extend that beyond the borders of Liberia. This is wrong, a bad precedent. This country has been divided. Government comes, it divides the country further. Another government comes, widen the division. Another government comes and just create a scene or a uncomfortable atmosphere. We have to stop such. It doesn't matter. Let's put aside those who will often argue, "Oh, not everything we should politicize." But the government is politicizing everything, and you sitting there saying people should not politicize when the government itself is politicizing. And in fact, that is not even politicizing, it's purely demonic, it's evil, it's malicious. You can do that. So I did say that once you associated with government here in the past, you have no place in the present atmosphere, that you should be banished. You should have nothing to do with anything governance in this country. Now, if this continues, the thing that we saw in Ellen's government, in Weir's government, going to happen. Already, some people have started rejecting Baka's government. John Molu look into it right now. The president is having a headache with the finance minister quitting on his ground. They said he's thinking now who to bring in, even though there are many names out there who want to come in, but real ones who not free for government, who are disciplinarian, they don't want to work with Baka government. When they see some of these things that are happening, who told you that everybody free for government? Some people just want to come in and set standards, just like Anthony Sire was. She and Ellen fell out because Ellen did not want certain things to go through, and the woman is principle minded. So she packed off and left. And the IMF increased her status from where she was. We have to be careful. This has never helped us. We have to rid ourselves of grudge, of hate against people simply because they are not part of our government or they are not part of our fraternity. So they should form no part to the extent that we will even go out to influence external organizations that they should not incorporate them, even though they are Liberians. But the fact that they are associated with the previous government, they should not be accepted. Then what are we in this country? Where are we headed? It just piles up the trust. That's the same thing. And don't be foolhardy. It doesn't make sense. If you try to be sentimental, that's the same thing that brought the war in this country. People kept grudge for each other. Certain people felt that they 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 were the laws, and certain people were nothing. Nothing brought Liberia long fought civil war, but grudge. People kept grudge for people. People lived with grudge in their heart based on what people did to them. They lived with it for years. And when that opportunity sparked, they saw it as a reestimation to pay back. And that what led tens of thousands of people in this country dying, including foreigners. Tens of thousands displaced. We're going back. We're going back. The signs are showing itself. And none of you should come with that nonsense. No, we're not going back to nowhere again. And we're back. And all that mental. With the same signs that were showing themselves. And they were being overlooked until we got into it. The signs are showing. How you treat people, everybody not the same. People hold things for months, for weeks, for years. Some people will not, they will leave it. You do certain things to certain people. It is not, they are not connected, but they just feel that you should not do it. They will use it against you. All of those things we saw it in the war. We saw it. May I know if in fact because God never allowed me to leave this country throughout the war in this country. I was here. We walk in the midst of dead bodies. We saw those guys firing. We walk in the midst of armed men everywhere. We heard some of the questions they asked. We heard the kind of names they called. And you were this, and you live at such and so place. You can remember me. And you said this to me the last time. Do you know me? You can remember me? All of those things, we heard it. Still, God is helping us to rid ourselves of the bitterness so we don't go back to the past. You think when we say, oh, we're not going, there will be no war, you think how it is a motto? It's how we rid ourselves of those hate, the malice against each other. That's the only way. In fact, we're in crisis. It is a war. Where we find ourselves now, it is a war. The country is widely divided. Certain people can see certain people. Certain people are not comfortable with certain people. President who should be the melting pot. The president himself is the engineer of division. You can see any initiative from Mr. President, even though international bodies, the international community has spoken wisdom to Mr. President to move swiftly with reconciliation, which is similar on to development. Mr. President is ignoring it because his people are telling him what they want him to hear. Why will you do that? These same people, they will go out of this country during CDC government. We know that for a fact because we heard it, and they confess, they admit it. We tell the international community that investments should not come to Liberia. And they stated the reason when the former government people used to say, oh, these things were being orchestrated by unity party government, people, politicians going, they telling America, telling this other country, don't do this to Liberia, don't allow this to come to Liberia. We were overlooking it until it became reality. When we heard that was wrong. Why would you want to stifle your own country? Then you are stifling the government. So they come down when the people in the opposition start to do that. Why would they say? We can't live like this in this country, people. We have to stop. We have to rid. We have to purge ourselves of the grudge, the hate, the malice for each Look how the country looking. Look at the country. Liberia is not except Liberia sick. Liberia is not in its normal self. Then people influencing the politicians that you expect will be of help to the country, irrespective of who worked in government or who didn't work, but rather the experience, the knowledge that the person will use to bring a good image to the country. That's not important. The fact that the person wasn't part of us, was in the previous government, so it should not. Why will you do that? So ECOWAS was right. Their position right. They thought the government here said. I see it as a grudge from the government here. You can do that. Leave it. Leave it. That is very wrong. Why will you why you go there and say no? We don't allow men to go there. Mm-mm-mm. We ain't want that man to go there. You want to interact with anybody from the previous government, then you must as well pack up and leave this country because the country not for one person. The country not for unity party alone. This is Liberia for Liberians. So if you think that the people from the previous government should have nothing to do or associated with anything you're doing or connected to anything government, then isn't that a crisis? Oh, come on, man. Let's stop this thing. But Mr. President to try to reconcile. Yeah, Mr. President, yeah. Yeah, Mr. President. This is what he said. The government, he talk about reconciliation. He talk about government of inclusion. When he talk about his 100 days. Listen to Mr. President again.
First 100 days, we have said over and again. We know the cost of living in this country and even health problems that are associated with the messy road conditions. We want to improve that immediately so that we can prepare for construction. We want to thank them, President. We are succeeding and want to assure them that we are all Liberians. What we want, and want to assure them that we are all Liberians. And want to assure them that we are all Liberians. And want to assure them that we are all Liberians. And want to assure them that we are all Liberians. What we want is a peaceful Liberia. 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 Our move will be to reconcile the society. 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 Our move will be to reconcile the society.
Yeah. So that every reconciliation starts immediately in Liberia. Reconciliation starts immediately in Liberia. Reconciliation starts immediately in Liberia. Reconciliation starts immediately in Liberia.
Make sure that we are moved to be to reconcile the society. Our move to be to reconcile the society. Make sure that we all get on board to build our country.
But have you seen any sign of that from Mr. President? No, nothing reconciliatory out of Mr. President's move. None of his people are telling him of the bitterness, the hate, the malice. And even if the people, his advisors, aren't telling him, he knows this is not another person speaking for him or spoke for him. This is Mr. President's voice. He said reconciliation will get everybody on board, to live in harmony. But what do you see Mr. President's office doing? Mr. President has not even constituted an office on reconciliation. That office, when the president is elected and constitute that office, you know what it means. That office will look at the different thematic issues by which they can draw up a proposal and send it to Mr. President to move with a reconciliatory program. But have you heard anything like that? We are in the seventh going year. We're about to celebrate the country's independence, 177 years. So what can Mr. President say in his speech, or what will he say? Can he talk about reconciliation? No. Mr. President can mention reconciliation. It will be shameful. He can, because he hasn't taken any initiative. And he doesn't want to take any initiative towards that. And you can move the country forward without reconciliation. Mr. President, is he more advanced in knowledge and in governance than other people who are calling for that? ECOWAS will call, the international community will call, telling that this is imperative. This is not a choice. This is the pillar to development. You can have all the infrastructures you can have, you can have heaven in Liberia. But once the people are divided, all of those things are insignificant. That's why every government prays for reconciliation. You can run a divided country. You will not enjoy your reign. You will not enjoy your reign. The time is coming. How would Mr. President feel? You know what it does? It fights. You as the leader, when you call everybody, and only your people there, the people from the other side of the political divide, they stay away. It fights any leader. It shows that you are not a reconciler. It shows that they're not comfortable with you. It pins any leader. No leader wants that. As much as the atmosphere during Weah's time, it was tense, but we had the reconciliation. Even though all of the opposition didn't show up, but most of them show up. The Mo Ali who is in government today, Mo Ali was there, the rest of the people, almost everybody was there. And they made a point, even though they said they were giving only 1 minute to make a speech, at least they were there. That was a reconciliatory effort by the previous or the former president. We look forward to see this president doing that, as ECOWAS would suggest, as the international community would suggest. The division is eating up the country. It's eating, it is becoming the normal. And when in such a society, development can go on. The government does not have everything. The government does not have monopoly over everything. You need the people from on the other side, because everybody is unique in their own way and by their education and influence. No one person, no one government can build a country. No, it hasn't happened since God created the world. We have to stop that thing. Our government, so the people from the other government, we can't associate with them. They are people from the here, from here, we are from here. And you think that you can move forward successfully? No, you can't. Not at all. We have to stop that. Okay? Let's move. Let's drop this bitterness, this malice against each other. It does not matter. Bring people together. You have two societies in one, which they can call the two sides of the political divide. But when you say this person should not represent Liberia because you are in the CDC government, this person should not be given this because you are in CDC government, then everything you said, Mr. President, in your manifesto are nothing. And you can't succeed that way, Mr. President. You will not be successful. You can have a very good platform. Your platform can sound so sweet in the ears of even the unborn child, but you can never be successful with it. You can say the best thing. Your people can give the best of all jobs. They can say what they can say. Once the country is divided, These same people who are there, who are here with you now, were they not talking? Were they not criticizing the previous government? Oh, no reconciliation process. The country needs to be reconciled. The country needs to be there. They dead now. What's the reconciliatory move? My was still telling you. The people 65th meet they had recently in Abuja. The people raised the same thing again about Liberia. The same thing. They talk about reconciliation, how it is imperative for Liberia. Yet, Mr. President and his advisors are still giving a deaf ear. Or we want when something happen there, because that what can happen. That typical Liberia there, when something happen at the time, they say, oh, let's do this, let's do that. Then they put so much money into it, that people profit from it. Joa, let's see. We have a loser there
Okay,
or
so
winner.
yeah, so we will take the last winner. Come and take the last winner.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
person get money today Wednesday. We manage it from now until the weekend.
Yeah, so but let me give chance, to people who still want to put in the draw.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So all you do is dial star 799 star 15 hatch okay for 300 LD or win the 50 cent, win the 10,000 dollars. And your name goes here for the motorbike draw on Wednesday this week. Don't you doubting the situation, but next week now when people tell you that, oh, we played last week and today we win the motorbike, then you start to say, oh, you start to
He
shiver.
said if
If
I
I
know,
know, yeah, if I know I could play on Wednesday last week, oh, now the chance is yours. Now star 799 star 15 hatch. Okay, play with 300 LT or $1 50 cent US and win the 10,000, or you go through the raffle for the motorbike. So we come and take another winner again. We come and take the winner, and as we take the winner now, then we will close up for today. But if we take the winner, still get a chance. Possible we can take another winner. So let me see what we got more time. So we got like approximately uh 20. We got like 30 more minutes. So in how much we got 30 more minutes. If possible, we can take two more winners. So give the entry that star 799 star 15 hatch, play with 300 LD or the $1.50 in your account and win the 10,000. Or you stand to be in the motorbike raffle on Wednesday. Once you play it, if you win the money, you can win the motorbike on Wednesday. We're giving the motorbike all. I mean, back out our first winner got his back. We're going back to bombing. The boys enjoying himself in Bombay County, from one place to another. So to be that person to you can ride on around town, you can ride in one county, you can ride in Gibi County, anywhere you think you can ride a motorbike. It's up to you. So keep the entry and let's see whether we can pick up a winner quickly. Keep the entry coming through that star 799 star 15 hash. Okay, let's say okay and play with contract. Let's say $300 or the $1.50 and win the 10,000 Liberian dollars. One time play make you win. So the more you play, the more you get a chance of winning. So as you play more and lose, we still send you money. And as you play more, you see the chance of winning more. So keep the entry down star 799 star 15 hatch and play with 300 LD or the $1.50 and win the 10,000. And it's also possible that your name will appear in the draw to win the motorbike on Wednesday. It's a very good opportunity you can't miss. So surely I come in with the winner, yeah? Let me go back and come back with a winner quickly. So y'all who making fun, like winning the 10,000 people will win their motorbike. So keep the entry so I can come back and take the draw. Star 799 star 15 hatch OK in select number. No selection rather. Yeah, I just talking about selection. Yeah, I'm too eager to get the money all right now. Star 799 star 15 hatch OK to 300 LD or $1.50 and win the 10,000 and also appear in the draw for the motorbike on Wednesday next week. So you don't win today, you can win next week. But I'm very, very sure that you can win the motorbike next week, or you can win the 10,000. So win the 10,000 and give you that opportunity to play more and win the motorbike on Wednesday. So keep the entry star 799 star 15 hatch blue 300 LD or the $1.50 and win the money right now. So me can take the winner quickly, yeah? Same.
So keep on playing, and no doubt you will win. Keep on playing. You will win. It is possible. As you play, you win. That's how it is. No loser. Don't worry. Put your 200 or 300, whatever the amount, and you will get 5 or 10 times that amount. Don't feel discouraged. If you play 1, 2 times and your name isn't announced, it simply means your name is being processed. So when you play the third time, the name will be announced. You'll be called that you've won. You check your account, the money is there. As many times as you can play with small money, 200 Liberian dollars, you get many dollars from it. Do it and get money in your pocket. Those of you women, you win 10,000, 15,000, whatever the amount that is out, it can help. It can help your to increase your business. 15,000 are good money. Our economy is not that expensive as other countries. If you have, if you win a bike, assume that you win a bike, and the bike is 900 United States dollars. So let's assume that you won 900 United States dollars. You know what that can do for your market? In fact, you can even open another market or another one. You can have two or three besides the one that you have. That's what it is. That's what people do all over the world. The people play this game and they get thousands of dollars in the pocket. They never go broke. So take advantage of it. Don't be discouraged. You're playing with small money and then you win more money. If you were playing with more money, you get almost the same amount here, but you play with just 200. Then you get 4,500. You play with 300. You win 15,000 or 20,000. So you see, all over the world, that's what people do to play. That's how they get money. It's a fast money, fast. In a twinkling of an eye, your money in your pocket. You continue to listen to people who are called and they confirm that they've won. When they check their account, they call back and say, yes, the money is in the account. So keep on playing as many times as you play, as many times you show of winning. If you don't play, you will not win. If you play, it is very certain that you will win. In fact, the people even give you money for playing. They pay you for playing. You know what that means? They pay you for playing. They pay you. because you play. So they pay you for it. Eh, whole day you're crying. You see how the lawmakers then they eat the money in our house? They ain't get time for you. Whole day y'all can go to the people places, y'all go to the houses, y'all go to that legislature, you're standing there whole day from morning to evening. Early morning, some of you you're under the rain, you're going to the legislature house, you're sitting at the gate whole day. Sometimes the men know that you're there, or the woman knows that you're there, but because they see you as peasants, they see you as beggars. So they will be in a house, they're doing different things, enjoying themselves, or they're just sitting out there watching show or watching international news, or they know that you're outside. So you see, when you play and then you winning, you go stand in front of somebody get for 2, 3 cups of red. You think you do that? The only reason you're doing that because you don't get money. And the only reason they can allow you sit at that gate and ring beating you because they feel that you don't get it. And truly you don't get it. So the cash money giveaway say, don't go to that gate. Don't be waiting on people. Yeah, that 200 you get, just put it there, you will get 10,000. And at 300, you will get 20,000. You need to go sit down to lawmaker gate, begging for the lawmaker to come outside there to
Yeah,
get you to
package.
get you small money.
So
Yeah, they turn around to take the money from you again. So continue to play as many times as you can play the cash money giveaway. Your cash is in your pocket, and you will never go to anybody's gate.
okay, so we get another winner here. Like I told you, about the winner. We got a winner. And what about it? I told you yesterday that the 10,000 and the 20,000 when you play, we got to call you to confirm the number, the name, and the number. Who sent the money. So we call the other person for the money. Yeah, the person now win 10,000.
Yeah, 10G or Wednesday, get you're gonna give me 10G. When I'll lead you out on the show. I'm going.
So keep the entry. The person phone continue ringing. The person no answer, and we'll call the person 3 times. If no respond, then we pack their number one side. We'll not send them the money. Then we'll take another draw. So, but keep the entry just in case the person we call them for the second time. Keep the entry down star 799 star 15 hatch. Okay, and pay with 300 LD or $1.50 and win 10,000. The person now win like second time according to the person.
That person he don't want money. You ain't get free money.
I want to hear you. Now the second time, we call it for the last time. And we'll call it for the last time, no waiting, we'll pick another winner. So keep the entry coming through. That star 799 star 15 hatch. Okay, and play with 300 LD or $1.50 US and win 10,000. This is the last time. If the person can pick, then we let it be and pick another new and very good winner. Fine. So 3 times in a row, the person didn't. So we pack the person and go for another win. So I can take another winner now. I can draw in. So put in the entry to be that lucky winner quickly. That star 799 star 15 hatch and play with 300 LG and win the 10,000.
You're listening to Bits and Pieces on Voice of Liberia 104.1 Morovia, Voice of Liberia 89.7 Kapatama Gibi County, Voice of Liberia 90.7 Bon County.
Okay. So let me see whether we can pick another winner. But keep the entry that star 799 star 15 hatch Okay, and play with uh 300 like $3 and win yourself this good sum of money, 10,000. And as you win your 10,000, send it directly to your account. Surely we come back. We discuss Euro 2024 and Copa America, Argentina and Spain. Two big countries have appeared in Copa America final and the Rio 2024 final. What a magnificent goal scored last night by 16-year-old Lami Yamal. Barcelona, that's Barcelona's son, you know. But we'll get to it. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. Same has it way of describing it. You go bring one BPC from League One, somebody who had never won Champions League. You can say, man, that player, he can be going in Spain. Lamine Yamal, lad, left the man in the feet. The man bent the curve. He threw the whole ship down, the whole ship of France, and knock it down. Lad. But we come in. Let pick the winner. Let pick our winner. We come out. We pick at the Real Madrid. We come and pick our your song. AFC buy big for nothing capital. Let's pick the winner. Another winner. Another winner. Keep the entry. If the other person feel it, you pick another one. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Star 799 star 15 hash. Okay, play with 300 LD or $1.50 and win the 10,000. And your number will also appear for the raffle to win the motorbike on Wednesday next week. We're calling the person again. The other second winner again for the second time. Three times in a row we done with you. Oh God, the opportunities some people can be looking for that. Some people wasting so second time for the second time, no response. Then we move on to the third time, no response. We pack the other person, another winner. No winner. No response. This is the last time we come in. We give this person more chance. Maybe you're walking on the phone for one charge. This is the last chance we come and give you. So keep the entry. You will witness. So keep the entry. So right after the person, now come and pick another one. Whether the person enter or not, pick another winner. So whether the person enter or not, pick another winner. So keep the entry coming, and you could be the next winner. Dial star 799 star 15 hash. OKA and play with 300 LD or the $1.50 US and win the 10,000. Brett, nah, 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 nah. That's how we're gonna do. Play again. Star 799 star 15 hatch. Okay, and play with 300 LD or $1.50 and win the 10,000. And also stay in the raffle for the motorbike contest. We're taking the present for the last time. Whether the person is or not, we'll take another winner.
Yeah, John, let's move on. You're not responsible if the person not picking up. Move to the next person. That's how it is. You
Okay.
play. You have to get ready to receive the money. If not, no, we can take it to your house and wait for you.
Okay.
The next person is waiting to receive his or her money.
Okay. So the person did not pick. So we move on again. And the draw is on. Let me see. Miss Spin. The spin is on. The spin is on. The spin is on. Let me see whether we can pick the our winner quickly. Yeah, hey, yeah, the phone will malfunction. Do not try. Don't try. Let's get people their money for the malfunction. Okay, the spin is on. Let me see whether we can take this winner quickly. quickly. Let me see. Keep the entry coming. That's star 799 star 15 hatch. Okay, and play with 300 like $10 or $1.50 and win yourself 10,000 Liberian dollars. So we're gonna pick this present, this other winner. Can we pick the other winner? This other winner. Can we pick this other winner? This winner here. We pick him this winner. Dial star 799 star 15 hatch. Okay, and select number. Let's say okay, improve 300 LD or $1.50 and win the 10,000. Let's talk to this person. Hello?
Yeah,
Yeah, my name is Edward Melvin Joy and I call you from Voice of Liberia.
yeah,
Did you play Voice of Liberia giveaway?
yeah.
How many times you play? My man, hello?
Oh, I can do. I my name.
Yeah, you say your name.
Chris Bolivar.
I come here, Chris. Chris, Chris, how many times?
I played 2 times. 2 times.
And what time you play? Jenna or Everson?
No, yeah. But I get me something. I'm more about I play. Match, yeah. That's one.
Oh, you more about man?
Yeah, more about play.
But then just tell a pastor to hold on more.
Yeah, I feel good.
So more about man, how much you put per day?
Oh, no, more about right.
So how much you can?
For me, I
Oh, so you on your own, eh? So what the name on the number? CHRIS Chris Molpa.
Yes,
So Chris, I play 2 times. Eh?
yes.
So Chris, you are 1,000. So think you made $8. Think you made 800. Now win 10,000.
Thank you, thank you. I don't know if I just live out in I just do it too well.
You are listening, Jenna, eh? Yeah. So Chris, you win 10K, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank what I like you.
Yeah. So very shortly you'll get it.
Okay.
Okay. So Chris now win 10,000, and let's see whether we can move on to our sport and discuss more sport on the Wednesday. And as we come back, we take another win. Entry that star 799 star 15 hatch. Okay, and play with $300 or $1.50 and win yourself the $10,000.
So before we get to that, just so you know what will be tomorrow at the legislature, all of those who are involved with the surreptitious coming into the country to edify machine will face the legislature. There has been and still two school of thought. One, the is good for development, and the other, yes, it's development driven. Well, let's know this is a good government, transparency and accountability. As much as we want development, we all embrace it. Well, let's know how, whether they are gifts given to Liberia by whom, or it was procured, and if it was bought, the process that led to the purchasing or the buying. I'm getting a little bit bits and pieces that a good number of the House of Representatives are in opposition, ready to reject it having, but I don't think it's going to happen. Thank you, Gabriel, ma'am. Thank you for that information. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, that meeting, that reconciliatory meeting, right? Former President George Weah with the opposition took place at the El Casa Hotel, the hotel of the current Lebanese Commerce Minister, the white Commerce Minister, the white Commerce, Lebanese Commerce Minister. Yes, President Weah had that meeting. Before that, they had, I think, one or two in that meeting. I can remember Mo Ali, I think, represented Unity Party, and it was a tense atmosphere. I think Senator McGill, who was the presidential Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, then presided over that meeting before. I think it was the preparatory meeting for the real event reconciliatory. Yes. Thank you so much for that information, Gabriel Mayan. Hope that you are very well. So the this is my personal position. This has been discussed exhaustively by. Oh,
Just,
wait. Okay, let's pick up. Let's pick up
just
the
to
winner.
confirm. Hello? Yeah, you got the money?
The
Hello?
message of you.
Yeah, you got the money? Okay, okay.
Okay. So,
So,
let me go ahead, ma. Yeah.
so
Yes, I do.
yeah. But
So,
it's still on. Last giveaway still on. We can
mm,
pick another winner before the end of the show.
yeah.
We can pick another winner very quickly as we go about. But keep the entry that star 799 star 15 hatch OK with 300 LB and $1.50 and win the 10,000 or get in the draw for the motorbike on Wednesday.
So they will take the legislature tomorrow, the House of Representatives. This was discussed at length, exhaustively on Good Morning Liberia. I'm not going to talk about it, but this is what I can say. The understanding I have about Liberia, this is my personal and candid opinion. Listen, nothing, nothing the contrary going to happen. The president and his officials will win. The legislature will do absolutely nothing to the contrary, but rather they will issue a stern warning. The executive will have its day. Watch it. This is Sam Andrews' position. I've not spoken about this yellow machine. The other people discussed about it. Good Morning Library discussed about it. Discuss it at length. But this has always been my position. I'm saying it today. Watch it because I know Liberia. I know that legislature. Yeah, is it? It's as simple to understand. Listen, no gift was given to Mr. President. Mr. President don't have the audacity to say that is a gift. One, two, no government or person will ever take 285 pieces of machine and give to a country or a president. Three, I am convinced that a deal was done, but the deal is a shitty deal. Three, that is the reason why Mr. President and his people will hold on with all of the shenanigans, don't want to come straight because something is fishy. Four, they are trying the best they can to develop an idea, one that will suit them so well on how they can convince and play on the limitation of the limitation and sympathy of the legislature. Five, they are also relaxed because their people, Unity Party lawmakers, are already there doing the underground work. And this is how it's going to play out with all of those factors I named. Sympathy going to work in the favor of the executive. Sympathy. If that wasn't true, if Mr. President and his people know that it will not work in their favor, they would not have done what they did in terms of the arrival. The arrival into the country, despite the concerns, the strategy was and is now, and it will be that what will defeat the legislature. Let's bring some of those pieces in the country. Let's start bringing them in the country. Let us move around. Let's parade with them and win the sympathy of the people. Put the people against the legislature. If they raise any concern, the people vehemently oppose them because they want development. So let's bring some of those in the country. That's the strategy. On the other hand, the legislature would not have the proclivity or the bravery to tell Mr. President to take it back or to take them back. So sympathy going to work in their favor. That legislature going to fall at the feet of the executive, and the executive aim will be accomplished. This government, this country rather, when you hear me use the expressions mystery society or mystery country or typical country, that is right there. The legislature work at the whims and caprice of the executive. The executive remote control the legislature. It will work in the legislature favor. So when I hear the guy talking about it, I say, oh, there you go. I hope that it goes the way everyone wants it to. But that legislature that's sitting over there, that legislature that's sitting over there, it will be go and sin no more. So that my candidate position there, yeah. Now let's bring on the next one and then we talk briefly what to
Okay, so
get out.
yeah, so the entry coming that star 799 star 15 hatch. Okay, include 300 LD or play with $1.50 and win the 10,000 and get in the raffle for the photo back on Wednesday. So we're calling another winner. We're calling this winner. The other person up begin. So we're gonna pick another one. They want to a quick video. They want as soon you put in, you get it. You put in, you get it. Yeah. So that star 799 star 15 hatch. Okay, and select. Let's say okay, you play with 300 LD and win 10,000 quickly. Right now, now. Let's call the person. Let's call the person again. Let's call the person again. Keep the entry and be that lucky winner, yeah, and win the last 10,000 so we can move on. Star 799 star 15 hatch. Play with 200 LD or $1.50 and win the 10,000. Getting the raffle for the photo bag, yeah. Do it for the second time. That one again. They want a one allow minutes. So soon we die. We select different winners. So the two winners. And let's see what we can take the last person. This will be the last person. When we take you now, no other person until the end of the show. So keep the entry. That star 799 star 15 catch okay and select I say okay and play with 300 LD or $1.50 and win the 10,000 dollars and get in a draw for the motorbike on Wednesday. Keep it coming. Let's see whether you can beat that winner. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Let's see whether you can beat that winner. Keep it coming. Keep it coming, and let's see whether you can beat that winner. Yeah, you can beat the winner quickly, and as soon as you win, they send you the money quickly. So that talks more about sports, and so we can come on with the winner and go quickly I just thought to tease our guys on the other side, they win the ball, one big empty cartoon. They say that football player from he won, and they earlier criticized the decision of Jean Laporta, the president of Barcelona, that uh, he said they were maintain the beginning, they were maintain the guys from La Mas, but then they went on to criticize him, talk a whole lot of things, say how they the guys, you know, cheap. They just trying to do that because they don't have money to buy players. But last night we witnessed France and Spain game last night. France and Spain. France was the first to score in the 90 minutes, and when they scored in the 90 minutes, eh, you know, I nearly gave up because France are a very big country with a very good playing team. Every minute you can score on you like that. Sometimes you can work up. Sometimes it be difficult to recover. So when they score on speed, that kind of that's in the 9 minutes, 19 minutes. In the 9 minutes, when they score, Marseille, but then the thing here is a little bit difficult now for them to score. But before you look into the 1 minute, yeah, Yama, La Barcelona, small picking, the 16-year-old ball, the ball took it from outside the 18, he curved it, and we saw it shake the net. The guys from Spain rise up in a jubilant move. They celebrated heavily, dance, and in the 25 minutes, uh, Omo hit it again. Oh, a deflector on Conde. One of Barcelona defender, but that one won't get it for him in France. So very low France, that's his team are leading 2-1 from the 25 minutes. Oh, it ended the 90 minutes, they gave the extra time, it ended 2-1. France going back. France put Portugal off. So France came back. France, you see, it was a very competitive game last night, right? France put giant Portugal out. Then Spain put giant Germany out. So the two giants met last night. They put the other giant out. So today, Netherlands and England playing. England, I know England got the highest teams right now against Netherlands. But me, I support Netherlands. I'm my own side. I supporting Netherlands. Netherlands will beat England. Then Netherlands Spain will go for the final. Spain will beat Netherlands. I'm my own side for the whole Europe four. Then in, in Copa America, Argentina again defeated Argentina defeated Canada 2-0 last night. Jordan Avera from Man City is scored in the 22 minutes. Pat Messi, in the A, he closed it in the 51 minutes. So they beat uh, Canada 2-0. So Argentina going to the final. They're waiting for the winner. The see where Spain going to final. Spain waiting for the winner between England and Netherlands. Anybody win the match today, they will face Spain in the Euro 2024 final. Then Argentina now beat Canada. They beat Canada yesterday. So Argentina going to final. They're waiting for the winner between Uruguay and Colombia. Uruguay defeated Brazil in the penalty shoot 4-2. It was not easy. So Uruguay defeated Brazil. It appears as Uruguay will qualify over Colombia, maybe to meet Argentina in the final. And Uruguay got one half player there, Roda Arocho. We got Arocho there. Arocho that became our defender. When he saw the director with him, but when he beat Argentina, beat them, yeah. My own of that's my own thing in the Copa America. Argentina will win Copa America. We will win Europe 2024. That's my thing. You like it? You not lucky. I'm understand that one not politics. That one that feeling. That one that feeling and happiness. So let's take the last winner quickly. Let's take the last winner quickly. Keep the entry dash star 799 star 15 hatch. Okay, and play with $300 and yourself the win yourself the 10,000 Liberian dollars. Quick. Let's make it quick. Let the person win the money. Yeah. Let win the person. The number. Let's try it quick and see what are the person can win. And, the last mile. Let's get it quick. But keep the entry. That's star 799 star 15 hatch. Okay, and play with $300 if you play with the $300 for 150 cents and win the 10,000 and also get the draw for the motorbike on Wednesday. Let me call the person. The other person win, yeah?
Yellow
Oh,
valued subscriber, please be informed that the number you're trying to reach is currently switched off. Please call again.
and people, the person. Let me try again. Also, we should try it 3 times. Yeah, yeah, but the person try 3 times. 3 times we can get it. Another winner. 3 times you can pick another winner, yeah?
You're trying to reach is currently switched off.
Let me call it quick again. But the thing is, it's not ringing at me. So,
Yellow valued subscriber, please be informed that the number you're trying to reach is currently switched off.
okay, the person. So, me take the other person. The new winner. So, keep the entry at 799 15 hatch with 300 or $1.50 and win the money quick. Win the money. Let's send it to your account before we move from here, yeah? Let's do it quick with bid and pieces. Bid and pieces will be here on tomorrow. We're going to take break and be here on tomorrow. Let's see what the last win. But you could be that person. You could be that person to win the money. The time, the time. I don't want to permit me, but I will force it. Let me force it and get a person. Star 799 star 15 hatch. Okay. Play with 300 LD. Okay. Let me take the person. Present phone ringing. No winner. No winner. Well, folks, we want to say thanks to all of you for being a part of the show, Bit and Pieces. The show take break on today. Be back tomorrow, God willing. Have yourself a pleasant good time. My name is Edwin Elfua. Sam Andrews and I right here. We take break. Be back on tomorrow.
Don't trouble nothing too much again.